Well, everyone, I may be in trouble with my life tonight because it did not change it did not save my setting. So let's see what it's going to look like. Oh, goodness. Hello. All right, let's see. Cancel. We're going to have it in long ways. So let's do it this way. Hello, Kathy. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to put you guys in the holder, and then I'm going to switch it so we can figure this out. And then, okay. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Yeah, I'm not sure about this new. Oh, hey, Lori. So they have a new advanced setting with YouTube, and for some reason when I change it, it doesn't quite change like it's supposed to. So yes, there is, Deb. There's an advanced setting, and so when I save it, last time it worked and I was able to go in and it didn't do it, but apparently this time it didn't do it for me. It did not save what I had done. So that's okay. We're going to go this way and it's all good, right? As long as you can still see the projects, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and tell you who won last week. It was Sharon Sturkey, and of course I have your address. So, and I'll just add it in with your order and send that to you all at once. And then let's see. Oh, tonight during our live, I'm going to give away a quick little live prize. So make sure that you comment throughout. These are some much asked for embellishments that don't stay in stock. And I have a couple extra. So I have one of these to give away tonight during our live. And then if you're sharing and commenting and giving me a thumbs up, this Textured Chic Memories and More card pack will be the prize for next week. So make sure that you do all of that as well. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put this to remind myself to give it away, because last week before I got off, I was supposed to show you more cards. So I'm going to put the phone down to the table and let's see. It's going to be a little awkward for me. Sorry, guys. And you're probably going to see parts of my table that you don't normally, but it'll be okay. All right, so we're going to go with that. We're going to leave it that way. I think that'll be enough for us. Okay. I'll just have to remember to stay in frame. Okay, perfect. All right, we're going to leave it like that. Okay, so we have, well, let's actually move it back a little more. There we go. Okay, I think that's how we're going to work it today. Okay, so I had cards that I did not show you last night, or last week, using the Trucking Along. So at my retreat, this, was it August? I think it was August. I did a thank you class and I adhered it so I could take pictures of it. And so we made this card, and then we also made this card right here. This was a little thank you. And then I also got this in the mail from my team member, Kathy. This was a swap that she did. She always impresses me with what she does. And then this was a swap the same month. So I guess it was 2 months ago. I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, this was from my team member, Melissa, and she decked out the truck with some Wink of Stella, which makes it gorgeous. So anyway, that are the cards that I forgot to show you last week. So we'll put those aside. And I think that's it. Oh, free shipping. Okay. Free shipping doesn't happen, but maybe once or twice a year with Stampin' Up! Because our products weigh a lot. So free shipping is hard because shipping is so expensive when things weigh as much as our stuff does. Oh, Sharon, yeah. Well, and then it's all awkward on my side. So, you know, we'll just be in the same boat this tonight, right? So they don't do it very often. And I wanted to share with you that on any order right now through Wednesday night is free shipping on $75 or more. Make sure that you see that it is $75 more. I even thought it was $50 until I was trying to put in an order for a customer. So, so just know that it's $75 or more, and it is today, tomorrow, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, the 11th. This is a great deal. Get all those extra little stamp sets and stuff that you've been wanting because you're going to save quite a bit of money with that free shipping. All right. Let's see what else I got over here. Don't forget, when you place a $50 order with me, you get a free tutorial bundle. There are actually 46 projects this month. These are some absolutely stunning projects. I've gotten to go through the entire tutorial now, and I love them. Here is my little picture right here, and I don't know where my card is currently. It's probably somewhere in a stack. I have lots of them. Lots of stacks around here right now. Oh, here it is. I put it up on the side. So that is the card for this tutorial that I put in there. They give you the full directions on it. I think some people even have videos. I kind of stopped doing the video thing if they're easy cards. If they're more complicated projects, then I'll do a video for it. But for the most part, my cards are pretty simple to explain with the tutorial. So $50 order, you get this for free from me. The other thing going on that is a great deal right now is joining Stampin' Up! If you have ever thought about it, now is the time to do it, because right now you can choose 2 different ways to do joining. That is, one, you can get 35% off of your actual starter kit. That kit would then be about $64.35. You get to choose $125 worth of products, so that's still the same amount that you get when you pay $99. Then you get free shipping on it. The other bonus, which is amazing, is you get to join our onstage event, which is in November. It's all virtual, for free. It is included with the purchase of the starter kit for the entire month of October. That is a great deal because I've already paid for mine. And not that it's expensive for what you get, but I mean, they are pricier. Your events are pricey. So that is a huge, huge little bonus right there for joining. The other option is you can do 35% more in products. So that means that you get $168.75 in products for the $99, which is the normal price for a kit. You get the free shipping, and then you also get that bonus event. Now, when you are part of the team that I'm a part of, which is called Stampin' Divas, you get access to all of my tutorials for the month. So you would get any class that I prep. So my monthly class, my club, if I do a to-go class, you get all those tutorials included. Like, you get access on our team page for that. We have a team meeting every month. We have lots of challenges. We have a Facebook page that there's lots of challenges that we do on there. That when you participate in those challenges, your name goes into a drawing, and you never know, you might get some really fun current products from the catalogs when you do that. So that is all about that. I will say that for On Stage, if you are a part of my team or you join in October, we will all gather together to watch on stage. So it'll be like a big fun party. And then some of my sideline will be there as well. And then maybe a couple other people from another team that kind of are orphans. So anyway, it's a great opportunity to join. If you have questions on it, let me know, and I will be happy to walk you through it. The other thing is I still have the paper share going on. The last day to register for that is October the 17th. These are the papers that will come in your paper share. And you get a fourth a pack of each one of these. I'm going to see if I can get it in the screen. Let's turn it this way. You'll get a fourth a pack of all 4 of these papers right here. Then you will get half a pack of the gold and silver adhesive sheets, because I feel like a little 6x6 is not enough to play with. So you'll get a whole sheet, and that cost is $25. If you are local to me, you can pay just the $25 and pick it up at class. Or if you are in Florence, I can bring that to you when I come at the end of the month. Or you can also pay $8 and it can be shipped directly to you. So that's the information on the paper share. And I think that's it. Yes, we will have some online exclusives that will come out in the next month. So be on the lookout for that. I will have those products in this week. I did not rush those products because I can't, it's pointless to kind of show you right now. But we'll play with those when we get a little further along. Okay, last thing before we start our projects today. October Club. I made sure to grab all the cards. The tutorial is even ready on this, which usually it takes me several days after I get everything pictured to put it together, but I was pretty on top of it. These are all the cards that come with doing the make and take projects for Club. Club is $39. It will include the wavy trim ribbon. It'll include that. And see, here I am. I'm not in the screen, am I? Here we go. Let's do it this way. It's going to be really hard for me to remember. All right, 2. There we go. We'll put them side by side like this. And then there you go. All right, so those are the cards. And then you'll get the wavy trim ribbon. You will get 2 pieces of the oxidized copper specialty paper. So this is Pretty Peacock and copper, and then this is copper and copper clay. You will get a full pack of the Inked Botanicals 6x6 paper. And then you are supposed to get a full pack of the Neutrals adhesive back sequence. I'm going to let you know these are unorderable right now. So if they do not come back in stock, then I will swap it out for another embellishment that'll go along with the cards. So don't worry about that. We will make it work. You get at least $22 worth of products when you do Club. And it is $39. The last day to register is the 16th of the month. You can also add on any of the inks that I use. You can add on the embossing folder, the dies, and the stamp set, and everything is at cost. So when you purchase my class, my club, you get the products, if you want to add it on, for the actual price that it is. And this is $54.75, I believe it is, so you'd get it for the $54.75. I pay your tax and your shipping on it. Okay, so that is it. I actually am in love with these cards because, you know, they're fall and I love fall. So, okay, that's it for that. Today, we are going to use, I thought about doing the masks, but unfortunately they're still unorderable. So I know, Karen, I do too. And those, yeah, I could have made probably, I don't know, 500 cards. I mean, I did a YouTube live with them already. I did a class on Monday night was it last Monday? Yes, because YouTube, I think, was on Tuesday. Last Monday, I did a class, and then I'm doing a class tomorrow, all using that bundle because I love it so much. So anyway, tonight we're going to use the curved occasions. I'm going to shock you and not even use the bundle or the punch with this tonight. I have a card that I will show later this week where it will be using this punch as a fun way to kind of make a product to move across the card. But tonight, none of the projects do. So let's dive into those. Our first one, we're going to do the more complicated one first. This one, when I saw the roller skate in the catalog, all I could think about was the disco ball, which of course is a stamp in the stamp set, but all I could think of was when I was a kid and would roller skate at the skating ring we would go on Friday nights, but then you also had where you went, like we went when I was much, much younger, like elementary school, we would go during the summer for daycare. So I have been roller skating my whole life. Now I couldn't do it now, but it brings back a lot of memories. And they used to drop the disco ball down in the center and turn off all the lights, and you had all these colors, you know, with like light show. And it was a lot of fun. So this is what I thought of, because this is the lights coming off of it that you can, you know, skate in the night with. So we're going to do some stamping. We're going to use the rays of light for our background. And I'm going to pull all this out. We're going to do a little coloring. It won't take us long to do the coloring, I promise. I think the thing that's going to take us the longest is the heat embossing, probably. All right, let me put that up there. We're going to use the Stamparatus, because I will never let go of my Stamparatus. Never, ever, ever. All right, so we are going to do, I'm going to grab the stamp set real quick. And I'm going to ink up, see if I can pull it over here. We're going to ink up with a Bubble Bath. And then I'm going to grab, probably should have done it before, but I'm going to grab my Bubble Bath cardstock. We're actually going to put a little tape on it just so that it'll stay. I'm going to put this on the back so that if I need to stamp it down again, I can do that. All right, so now we're just going to, and I have a Chucky, which is a really weird name for this, because every time I hear Chucky, all I think about is the stupid doll, Chucky. And I am not a scary movie person. As much as I love Halloween, I am a happy, fun Halloween girl. All right, that did actually really good. So we will not need to do anything else on it. So we're going to take that off. And we'll set that aside. All right, so then we're going to grab the rest of our kit here. And this is actually going to go ahead, we're going to go ahead and attach that right there. And then we will put it on our smoky slate cardstock piece. Make sure we get it even there. There we go. All right, now let's go ahead in our basic gray. Why don't we go ahead and stamp our sentiment, which is going to be Happy Dance. As you know, we danced across the roller ring. There we go. And we're going to flip this over. We're going to put some adhesive on the back of it. And then we're going to put it down onto this piece here. And I just want to make sure I get it straight across. There we go. We're going to set that aside for a second. We're going to pull in our basic white. We're going to grab our embossing buddy. Had that doll, daycare wouldn't let her come back with it. Your niece. Oh, yes. Yeah. You know, there's a commercial. Yes, Verna, it is ugly and it is scary and it is not child friendly at all. No, no. So there's apparently, I guess, a show that is out with it now. And we have like Peacock and I think it's YouTube or whatever. Anyway, y'all, that is like the main commercial that gets shown. And I don't watch much, but we watch reruns on stuff, and we kind of binge watch ER right now. We're going back through it for like the third time. We like ER. And the that's like the commercial every time. That, and then there's another one with like nuns, and I'm like, are you kidding me? They're all scary movies. Okay, so this is why I shouldn't have probably left it on there as long. Let me flip this over and do it again. For some reason, my stamp is really sticky, which is a good thing. It means the ink will stick to it, but then it just kind of rips the paper. So let's try it again. Yes, Peacock. Okay, so yeah, I think it's Peacock that our ER is on. So, yeah. And I really, y'all, really, I only watch ER. That's it. That's the only show. But I have probably seen that commercial 70 times. So, all right, let's try it again. Let's see if I can not rip the paper. We're just going to put it down real quick and then pull it back up. There we go. I probably left it down a little too long. All right, so we're going to grab our silver embossing powder. I'm going to grab my heat gun. And I probably won't need the tray. There we go. And you're not going to need the stars, but if you wanted to stamp it and then you cut those out, you could absolutely do that as well. All right. Put that away, and then I'm going to grab my heat tool, and if you don't like loud noises, close your ears. And I will heat this up. And then we will color it in. All right. Let me take that out so that it doesn't drape across everything. Okay, so I'm going to tell you which colors we're using as we go through. So this one is going to be the dark pumpkin pie. And really, there is no rhyme or reason. I'm just picking spots and coloring them in. I'm doing about 5 per color. And I'm just randomly putting, it doesn't even matter if they get right next to each other. It will be just fine. All right. The next one will be dark melon mambo. Nope, this is actually light melon mambo. And I do have a blog post for all of the cards today. It is up. I did finally get the blog from last week up as well. So they're both on there if you want to go back to last week and look at the measurements. And then you can go grab all the measurements for the cards today, along with all the products that are used. All right, we're going to do dark Highland Heather. And our dark Highland Heather is actually going to go up here as well. And then, because I thought that that kind of looked weird floating, we're just going to color that there too. You won't be able to see it anyway because of the bow, but we're going to go with that. And then the great thing is that the embossed parts kind of help you with not going over the line. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I need one more. We're going to do it right here. 5. Then we've got dark balmy blue. And seriously, when I say there is no rhyme or reason to it, there is no rhyme or reason to it. All right, and then this one is going to be dark Daffodil Delight. And let's see, that's 3. Let's do 4, and we'll do 5 right there. All right, Lost Lagoon. We're going to do there. And we're going to do, I think we could probably do an extra one with this one. Let's do another one right there. Okay. All right. And then Flirty Flamingo. All right, so we got one there. We're probably going to go back and add a couple more. And then do that. Do that. Let's do this one here. And we'll take let's do the orange one. Let's do pumpkin pie, and we'll fill in this one right here. Okay, there we go. All right, so that is our coloring. Simple, easy. Don't overthink it as I throw it all. Don't overthink it, because you know you're not gonna sit and stare and look to see if you have exactly the same amount. Nobody's gonna do that. At least I hope not. All right, so we've got all that. Now let's see. I think they're like a bubble bath color. I bet it's pretty in person. Oh, hold on. Yes, the bubble bath, the ray of light. Yeah. You know, it makes it look different, I thought, than the regular old whatever. Sorry, I missed y'all's comments. I might not be following along anymore. I'm trying to, in my brain, stay within my little rectangle here. And all right, so we're just going to fussy cut this out because no, there's not a die to cut it out. But it's easy. We're going to go up straight to there. Go across and down. And that's like the hardest part right there, is making sure you don't cut that off. And then go around the circle. Maybe. I think my scissors are sticky, so they are not opening the way they should. All right, let's trim this off down here on the bottom. Make it look right. Okay, there we go. There is our disco ball. We are now going to take a glue dot and we're going to fold it on top of itself. So we're literally going to roll it. And we're going to stick it on the back of our string, or our little hold down there. Let's see. Make sure we get it stuck. There we go. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add dimensionals to the back of our disco ball itself. Hello, Angie. So Angie, I'm going to tell you this. I was actually thinking about you when I was doing it, because originally my card was the bubble bath, but then I took silver and embossed the ray of lights, and all I could think of was you and how it would really mess with someone, because like it was even messing with my eyes, and so I couldn't imagine what it would do with someone with vertigo. I was like, whoa, that's a little much. Just a little much. Okay, so we're placing our disco ball over our sun circle, and then we're going to adhere that down with that glue dot. We're going to trim off whatever little piece is hanging over the edge, like that, maybe. There we go. And we are going to take and pop this up. And I need one more. And then we'll put this on our card base. And then add our sentiment and our bling. I do too, Lori. Oh man, I do too. You know, it takes you back to nostalgia stuff. Like it really does. It kind of brings back the good old days in my childhood when I had life so much simpler, right? So I still have lost my bone folder apparently. I don't know what I've done with it. So we're going to go with that. We're going to use our scissors again. All right, and then we're going to put this down right there. Okay, and let's go ahead and put our sentiment on there since we've got it out. 2, and I'm going to go ahead and cut my outline border of my dimensionals. And we'll stick this one right there. Put our dimensional, or put our sentiment right about here. I also felt like this kind of off-centered. You know, sometimes those lights and stuff can hurt your eyes when you look at it in a weird way. And so this is a little bit brighter of a color, so I felt like this kind of brought it down a couple notches too. So, all right, let's do our embellishments and then our ribbon. And I do have my take your pick tool over here. Just like no, Angie. So yeah, this is a great set. It was that I had embossed the rays of light with silver as well. And let me tell you, it was a little much. That part was too much. The rest of it, like, this is good otherwise. All right, so that's 4. Let's add one more right here. Okay, so we've got that and then our ribbon, and we will be good to go. Okay. And let's see, where did I put the ribbon? It's right here. And we're going to tie a little bow. I did want to show you something on this ribbon. So this is part of the online exclusive. I love this ribbon. It's silver, and then they have a gold one that's in the same pack. But you'll notice that one side is completely silver. The other is actually white down the center. So when I tie my bow, I'm going to tie it so that at least the loops will be all silver. Takes a little finagling, but you can make it work. All right, then we're going to make this smaller. Make it a little smaller. There we go. Trim it. Trim it. Grab a glue dot. And that glue dot's a little big, so we're just going to fold it over on itself, and then we're going to stick this right here at the top of our disco ball, and there we go. There is card number 1. Takes me back to the roller skating days. I never was a rollerblader. I didn't have enough coordination for that one. Not enough coordination for that one. All right, let me put all this up real quick. Oh, I did forget to tell you the dies, of course, are the stylish shape dies, which, you know, are like my favorite. And we're going to use the stylish shape ones on the next card too. All right. And thank you, ladies. All right, next one is, of course, the rollerblades. And I really felt like, I'm going to be honest with you, I really felt like there was not a good sentiment for this one at all. I felt like there should have been a stamp that said roll with it, because I think that is the perfect sentiment for rollerblades. So, or roller skates. I don't know why I keep calling it rollerblades. So we're going to create our own. I'm going to see if I can do it live, because it was quite a challenge, even doing it without being live. So we are going to use the, it is called, let's see, what did I just put? Oh, here it is. So it's the Alpha Best set that we're going to use to create the roll with it. All right. I'll pull all these out. I did already cut out one of the skates, so you don't have to watch me cut them both out. Thank y'all, thank y'all. Okay. We're going to go ahead and fold this in half. I really need to find my bone folder. And we're going to go ahead and put one of these on the inside just so that it's already there. And there we go. All right, we'll set that aside. We're going to bring this in, and then we're going to stamp roll with it at the bottom. That's the very first thing you want to do, because that allows you to kind of place your paper and everything else. So I'm going to grab that's my ink pad. That's what I need, is my ink pad. All right, so we're going to use Berry Burst. We're going to start with the R. And I think I should be in here. Yeah, okay. If you see my head, I'm sorry. All right, so we're just going to line it up with the very bottom. I actually probably need to move over just a hair. All right, so roll. I don't know why it's looking funny. Let's flip it over. I don't know what it's doing. Maybe it's my nervous hand. I don't know. Maybe so. All right, let's try this again. All right. Let's see if we can not get nervous. Let's do the other side of the ink pad. I don't know why I'm nervous with it, because, you know, I've already created it once. I know how to make it. All right, let's see. R. O. It is looking blotchy. All right, well, let's do L. We're going to do the L twice. Okay, roll. And then W. I might have moved too far over, but that's okay. I. All right, I'm going to turn it sideways so I can do the I. No, I'm not. We're going to do it this way. All right, I, T, H, and then I, yep, and I think I moved over too far, but that's okay. We're going to make this work. I, and then T again. Okay, there we go. We got the roll with it. Now we're going to take our paper and I'm going to grab my silicone mat. We're going to take our cardstock and we're going to adhere it. We're going to start with the bubble bath first. And we're going to take our adhesive and we're just going to run along like that. And we're going to put the silicone mat behind it so that our adhesive doesn't get stuck to our table. All right, and since I went too far that way, we're going to put this at a little bit more of a diagonal, and then it'll make it look just fine. See? You just got to roll with it. That's going to be my new slogan. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. All right. In card making, that's what I have to do most days. All right, let's do Berry Burst. So that's Azure Afternoon. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. And then Berry Burst. Some Lemon Lime Twist. And then we're going to do some Smoky Slate, and that's just to pull in the roller skate color. All right, there we go. Now we are going to take this off and see, now it doesn't stick to the table. We will trim it off. Flip it around, do it again. And got to get all those little pieces from sticking. And ta-da, there we go. So now it does not look bad with me moving over like that either. So, all right, let's stamp our roller skate here. We're going to stamp it in basic black. So some black memento. And next we're going to do a little coloring. So we're going to take some Bubble Bath Stampin' Blends and we're going to color one stripe. We're going to take Lemon Lime Twist and color the other stripe. Oh, I need Berry Burst back. We're going to color our toe stop. I can't believe I actually remembered the name of that live. And then the rest of it is going to be Smoky Slate. So we're going to use some dark and some light. We're going to make our tongue a dark smoky slate. And then we're going to make our outside, our wheels, a dark smoky slate. We're going to make the sole and the heel of our skate dark smoky slate. And then the rest is going to be light. Which you could do it all dark if you wanted to. You could even add in a whole lot more colors if you wanted as well. I was going to add in a whole bunch of colors, but I decided just to go basic. Which, I will say this, my skates growing up were all white. That's what I liked. I liked the all white ones. I probably would have been okay with like a bright color too, but I could never find purple ones, which is what I wanted. So, all right, there we go. And now let's fussy cut it. And these are, I promise these are actually all really easy. And I will tell you, the ties right here, I'm not worrying about whether I'm cutting around those. I'm just cutting straight down, and you can still tell that it's tied. So do not stress over those little laces there. And we're going to go around. I get nervous when I'm cutting, when I'm live. Hold on, let me grab a different pair of scissors. I only have 500 of them over here. I have plenty of scissors, but no bone folder over here. There we go. These are much better. All right, and then we're going to cut that off. And sorry, I went silent. I gotta concentrate. And we're gonna go up and around. And you know, left-handed, I just don't do very well with cutting like this, unless it's like right up in my face, which is usually how I fussy cut. I'm a much better fussy cutter when it's up in my face. All right, let's go here and then off the top, and we are done. There we go. Yay. I have a ton of scissors. Well, you know, because the sad thing is like when they get unsharp and they get gluey and gooey and all that, all I do is just stick it back in the thing and then just grab another pair. So, crazy. All right, we are going to add some lemon lime twist ribbon because I just felt like that it needed a bow. It just needed a bow. So we're going to wrap this around the center. And we're going to tie a bow over here, right about here. And pull it so it's not so long. There we go. Let's trim it off. And then we're going to flip this over. Actually, no, before we flip it over, let's make sure we need to put this on. So we'll grab some of those dimensionals. Oops. And let's put one in the middle just to make sure it stays. My trash can over here is getting full. Might need to dump it after I get off. All right. There we go. And then we're just going to stick this right over here. And that one in the center, the dimensional in the center, is going to help secure that ribbon down so it doesn't move as well. Then we're going to flip this over. We're going to add a whole bunch of dimensionals because you just cannot have enough, right? And I'm going to stick that there. And then there, and there, and there. And then I'm going to put 2 right here because I went kind of far down. There we go. My fingers are getting there. There we go. There we go. All right, let's put this on the front. Make sure we get it even on the front. There we are. And then we've got 2 roller skates. So now what we're going to do is we are going to take and adhere one straight down. And it's going to go right about here. We'll take a dimensional and pop up this one. And this one's going to go down a little bit because, you know, when you're skating, you know, and you're crossing your feet, like one's always a little bit further in front and also to the side. So that's how I did it. All right. I had white skates and a gigantic red furry pom-pom with bells. Oh, you know what? I don't think I ever had a furry pom-pom. I don't think mine came with one, but I'm pretty sure all my friends had them. For sure. So, all right. So there is card number 2. Okay, let's move on to the last one. And if you will just let me know if I am live or not, because I feel like I might have somehow got lost. Maybe it's just my iPad. Probably it's just my iPad. But just give me a thumbs up that I'm still here. Oh, I am frozen. Okay, let's see. I think, I'm going to close out and see if I can go back in. Okay, there we go. I think I'm back now. Not now, I'm back. Okay, great. Sometimes, you know, you gotta love it. Okay, so I decided to do the car as the last one. And I know there's a lot of cars out there for this stamp set. And they do the, you know, they use the punch to create the little road for it to go on. They've done it for the skate as well. So I will have one other card that later this week that will have that. But I have I believe these are just cards that all kind of came together, and I realized when I got done with them all that I had not used the punch at all. So, but that's okay, because, you know, if you like the stamp set but you don't want to buy a punch and you're not a punch person, then these are the perfect cards for you. All right, let's do that, and we'll flip that over. I got some black. All right, there we go. Okay, so we've got that. We are going to take the sentiment. We are going to stamp it in Poppy Parade. And we're going to go ahead and stamp it on the bottom. And it is Make Today Yours. And what I imagined with this card and this sentiment was a lady with the scarf on her head, flying in the wind, off to the beach for a day. That's what I was thinking. All right, so let's put this down right there. Make sure I get it straight. Then we are going to take the little heart. This little heart is from Heartfelt Hexagon, which is a stamp set that came out. It will be in the January catalog. This was what they used for World Card Making Day. Goodness gracious. And this was the stamp set that you could buy. It also has a punch that goes with it that you can punch out this outline right here and that outline too as well. So anyway, this is from that, and I decided to use the little heart in it, and we're going to stamp all over our card front. And I don't necessarily have to go all the way down, and I'm not going to. I just want to make sure that it will get covered with, you know, that I don't have a lot of open space when I put my DSP down. All right. So on this one, I used that designer series paper. Angie, close your eyes, because I was out of that paper, so I pulled in this paper instead. So we are going to, thank y'all. Yes, I'm glad I'm back. We're gonna use liquid glue just to make sure we get from one side to the other. And it is even. So we're gonna do that, like that, and adhere it down. Okay, so there we've got that. Now we're gonna take and stamp and I'm gonna turn that over just because that paper bothers my eyes too, so just in case, we'll come back to it. Okay, we've got our heart, which is from the Radiating Stitches dies. And then this is using the 2 3/8 punch, and this is vellum cardstock. All right. We are going to stamp our car in black memento. We're going to stamp it right down here. A lot of fussy cutting today. Oh, you know, I don't really, I mean, I guess I fussy cut a whole lot more than I think I do, but a lot of fussy cutting on this one. Okay, we are going to take light basic black, and we're going to do the wheels, the outside of them. And then I'll have to go dig out smoky slate from the box, or from the basket in front of me. And there we go. Don't think I had anything else with black. I did not. All right, so let me see if I can get the smoky slate ones. There we go. Here we are right here. All right, so we're going to do the dark smoky slate right here for our bumpers. And then for the center of the hubcap, we're going to do the light there and there. And we're going to come up this way with it. And I think my smoky slate is running dry. I do use it a lot, so it wouldn't surprise me. All right, and then we're going to do light here. We're going to do light here and light here on our seat. And then we're going to even do it on our windshield right here. And I think that's it. Yep, okay. We are going to take the Poppy Parade light. So this is the light, and this is going to be our tail light. Then we are going to do Daffodil Delight for our headlight. And dark Poppy Parade for the rest. So just bear with me as I color all this in. And go really slow around the light. we go. Once I get everything kind of trimmed out, I'll go back with my brush tip and fill in. It'll be much easier to do it with the brush tip. I'm not doing any kind of shading on the car just because I really don't think it needs it. So now I'm just going to take my brush tip and fill in. All right, there we go. Now, the windshield, I'm going to take my color lifter and I'm going to go all over it, because what that's going to do is that's going to just give it a hint of dark and shadowing. All right, so there's that. Now let's fussy cut. I use a punch whenever I can because I end up wherever I do a lot of fussy cutting. A lot more than I thought I ever would, honestly, because yeah, I'm not that necessarily that big of a fan of it, but it's okay. Typically the ones you'll see me fussy cut are not the hard ones. Well, I don't know. These might have been a little harder than normal. All right. Still pretty easy, but, you know, a little harder. And around the seat, you can't cut the seat off. You have to keep it. All right. And let's go around like this. All right, I'm going to trim off the excess there because now it's getting in my way. And then we just have the bottom left. Not too shabby. I do wish I was quicker at fussy cutting, but all right. Oops. Got a little close, but that'll be all right. All right, there we go. Let me trim this up real quick. Okay, done and done. All right, so we are going to take and pop up our heart just on the top two pieces right here. I need some more dimensionals. Oops, and I cut the light off. I'm always cutting the light off. All right, so I'm going to put a dimensional here, and I'm going to put a dimensional here, and then we are going to attach this right here. And this is going to be hanging off, which is completely fine. I'm going to grab in this just so I don't stick it to the table. And then we are going to take and pop up our car. There. Let me do that. And that. And that should be, we'll just stick another one right here. Okay. And then we're going to stick this here. And what's going to happen is the car is going to push this down, okay? And I just wanted the heart to be behind it. So that is how we're doing that. Now, because this is vellum, we have to put our adhesive behind the vellum, or the cardstock that you see. So behind the car and the heart. Then we're going to pull back in our card here, and it's going to go right there. We will take some 1 or 3. Oh, good. I'm so glad. You don't have to pick which one's your favorite. Just go with both. I will say, I don't know which one's my favorite either. And I will be honest with you, on the post, on my blog post this time, I don't even think I listed a favorite one, because I don't think I have one. I think I like all of them, because I think they're all great childhood memories for me. I will say, when I was a child, I only wanted, I swore one day I was going to grow up and I was going to own a convertible. And I almost did when I was in my mid-20s. And then I realized how much the insurance would be on it for someone in their mid-20s. I backed away real quick. But then I had a friend, and I'm very thankful for this. She had a convertible, and I hated riding in that car because it was so noisy all the time that you felt like you were screaming. And she had a Mustang convertible, so it wasn't like it was a, you know, like a whatever car. I mean, it was a nice car, but I felt like we were always yelling to talk to each other, and I hated it. So I saved a lot from insurance and from having a really high car payment with a fancy sports car. So I'm very grateful for that. All right, we're just going to tie that little twine there, stick it on our card, and ta-da, we are done. Yeah, you know, Deb, me too. I like black and white with a pop of color, and with red, it's always good. I will say I also like black and white with yellow, which is where I did start with this card, and then I ended up going red. Because most typical sports car, especially convertible, is red. So that's why I did it. But all right, so that is the last card. And I'm going to really quick pull all three of them out, and then I'm going to do my magic finger, scroll through all the names, and pick a name, any name, and we're going with Verna. Verna, you have won the adhesive backed star trinkets, so I will get that in the mail to you. Yay! And then don't forget that comment, share, like, give me a thumbs up, and you will go in for the drawing for the textured chic memories and more for next week. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for sticking around even with the awkward camera situation. Maybe next time I'll double check it before I come live. We'll see if I can remember that. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. I will see y'all next Monday. See you later. Bye.